So I was told the other day that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory has an unsuspecting villain, and it's Grandpa Joe. So I rewatched it and thought, oh yeah, it's definitely Grandpa Joe. And I've already heard the rumors about Jenny Gump in the movie Forrest Gump being a villain, which I agree with that one. So what I'm going to do is a 1v1 Grandpa Joe versus Jenny Gump, unsuspecting villains. Here we go.
Round 1.
If you haven't seen either of the movies, I recommend them highly to go check them out. To me, they're really good movies. The premise behind Willy Wonka is Charlie Bucket wins a golden ticket to tour a chocolate factory, and he can bring a +1. His 4 grandparents have been bedridden for the last 20 years. His mother works at a laundry facility out in town. His grandparents don't work, they don't do anything. But he has a +1 with a golden ticket. So who does he choose? Grandpa Joe. So what's Grandpa Joe do as soon as he realizes he can go tour a chocolate factory and get free candy? He hops out of bed, all sprightly-like. Even though his muscles have atrophied because he's been in bed all day with cabbage soup and not moving at all with his other 3 grandparents. And then he's dancing a jig and moving around the cottage they have, and he's singing the song. And what does he say?
'Cause I've got a golden ticket.
I've got a golden ticket? No, you do not. Charlie Bucket does. Yours +1, dude. You probably shouldn't even be going in the first place. He should be taking his mother. That's who I would have picked. But no, Grandpa Joe's like, I've got a golden ticket. I'm like, Grandpa Joe, come on, man. You didn't get out of bed for 20 plus years. Your daughter had Charlie. You still didn't get out of bed. So this is the start of Grandpa Joe being the villain. Now, the premise behind Forrest Gump is he travels the world with these crazy experiences and has a lifelong friend named Jenny Gump, who he meets for the first time on a bus, and she says this to him.
You stupid or something.
Now, I'm not saying that's a hit in round 1 against Jenny, but that's the start of her villainous ways, I think. Who does that? It's kind of rude. But anyway, so my hit against her at round 1 is this. How many times he saves her, and she's not thankful for it? First, she's in college, and she's in a car with a date or a boyfriend, whatever. He gets a little unruly. She might be getting, who knows, essayed, we don't know. But Forrest Gump sees it. He rips open the car door and starts wailing on this guy. She's like, Forrest, you can't be doing that. She doesn't thank him at all. I mean, granted, she lets him cop a fill in her boob in the dorm room, which is fine, I guess. And then she's singing karaoke with a guitar with only nothing but underwear on. And the patrons, the clients are getting unruly. They throw a beer at her and they're trying to grab her. Forrest sees it, and what's he do? Boom. Handles a couple of those guys and tries to pick her up and leave, and she just slams the guitar in his chest and leaves. And says, you can't keep saving me, Forrest. And she gets in a car, hitchhikes, and leaves, and doesn't even stay with him. And then they're at a Black Panther party. He calls it a party. And the guy she's with slaps the crap out of her. So then after Forrest beats the crap out of the guy, he ruins her Black Panther party, apparently.
Sorry I had a fight in the middle of your Black Panther party.
What does she do? She accepts the Medal of Honor that Forrest gives her. No way! And then she gets on the bus to go do another rally or picket line or protest with the same guy that smacked her the night before. But time and time again, he rescues you, Jenny. And what do? You're not thankful for it. You just wait for him to rescue again. It's like, come on, Jenny.
Round 2.
Round 2. Grandpa Joe is selfish. Extremely selfish. They're doing the tour, right? And they sneak back and stay over here. And Grandpa Joe, what's he do? He convinces Charlie Bucket to drink that fizzy lifting drink. You drink it up, you start to float to the top. And you're going to get chopped up into a million pieces. Well, not really. Just put your hand there. Or probably push off. You would have been fine. But I get it. There's suspension tension in the movie. Perfectly fine. But he convinces him to do that. And he knows it's wrong because Willy Wonka berates him at the end. He says he has to sterilize the wall in the ceiling because they stole fizzy lifting drink. And then when they're taking off the Wonka Vader, right, it breaks through. And Willy Wonka makes that offer to Charlie Bucket. What's Grandpa Joe say?
Factory's yours, Charlie. You can move in immediately.
And me?
Oh my God, Grandpa Joe. Are you serious? I mean, maybe be happy for Charlie. Like, oh my gosh, Charlie, you have a job. You have a future, a roof over your head. This is amazing. Maybe send some money to your mother and help us out a little bit. Other than that, awesome for you. Nah, what about me? Can I move in? You know what? No, you cannot move in. You get to stay home in your cabbage soup and your dirty pajamas. Now, Jenny Gump comes back to visit Forrest after many, many years. Just out of the blue, right? Hey, Forrest. They have dinner together. They dance and do their thing. And then she even buys him a gift, shoes, because he likes shoes, apparently. But she doesn't have a job or any money, so she bought Forrest Gump shoes with his own money for Forrest Gump. Ugh. And then she leaves super early without telling him, just takes off. Even the cab driver's like, what are you running from? He's like, I'm not running. Yeah, you are running. I don't even hear any roosters yet, and you're taking off before he wakes up. And poor Forrest gets up and is like, oh, the bed's empty, the house is empty. You feel so bad for the guy, You want the best for him if you see this movie. No, she just toys with his emotions, shows up one day, hangs out for a little bit, and then you just roll out early without saying bye. Oh my gosh, Jenny.
Round 3.
Now, I watched Willy Wonka plenty of times, and explain to me this. Charlie gives Grandpa Joe a little bit of money from his paper route, which makes sense as to how Grandpa Joe has a little bit of money, a little coinage, if you will. And towards the middle of the movie, he surprises Charlie Bucket with a piece of chocolate that he bought from underneath his pillow and said, "Hey, Charlie, look, let's see if you won the golden ticket." Where did he get that chocolate bar from? You've been bedridden for 20 years. I don't think your daughter's going to go out there and buy that for you. Money is very, very tight. So where are you getting that chocolate from? Or is it that you sneak out at night when everybody else is asleep? That's what I think he's doing. He's sneaking out at night and just doing some nefarious things. And on the way home, he's like, "Oh, let me get a bar of chocolate for Charlie." I mean, unless you have a better reason behind it, because I can't think of one. I mean, Grandpa Joe, you are the worst. Are you kidding me? You know what? F you, Grandpa Joe. You can get out of bed and get a job. So for round 3, Jenny Gump, Forrest gets a letter in the mail from Jenny after many, many years go by. And he's already a gazillionaire, as he puts it. And he goes to visit her, whatever hell she's living at. And goes into her apartment. And what does she do? "Hey, Forrest Gump, this is your kid." Son of a... Are you kidding me? The kid's like 5 now. And you're just not telling him? And then they're hanging out having a conversation with the kid's playing in a park or whatever. He's like, "Oh, by the way, I have this virus, so I'm going to die soon." What in the heck? So she's like, "I don't have any money, really. I have this job. It's not paying well. I got a virus. He has a kid, but I haven't told him yet. You know, this is a good time. Hey, Forrest, can we come live with you?" Oh, my God. And then she asks if he wants to marry her. Well, yeah, you think. And after all these years, and your back's against the wall, you have this virus, you have this kid, the future is bleak. You're like, "Yeah, let's marry Forrest Gump, this Bubba Gump Apple investor guy." It's like, oh my God, it just never ends with Jenny. Now, Grandpa Joe's not a villain in this bonus round. It's just a little weird to watch. Remember in the scene when they go to the flavored wallpaper and Willy Wonka's like, "The schnozberries taste like schnozberries." Grandpa Joe's antics are a little off-putting to say the least. Look at him go. Oh, man. I mean, he may have good technique or something. I don't know, really. But it's just a little difficult to watch a 70-plus-year-old man do that to wallpaper. Bonus for Jenny Gump is this. While Forrest is in Vietnam serving overseas, he mails off dozens and dozens of letters to Jenny Gump. And then he gets them all returned to sender. All of them come back in this big old rubber band, big old pile of them. She got nothing. Now, granted, she doesn't have a physical address because she's on the move all the time. Fine. But you didn't get one letter, or you didn't think to write him one time. I mean, those of us been overseas and you're doing your thing, an email or a letter helps significantly. Are you kidding me, Jenny? Help the guy out, man. So that was 1v1, Grandpa Joe versus Jenny Gump in Unsuspecting Villains. Let me know in the comments who you think won. I'll pick a winner after I tally them up and they can move on to the next round. Maybe I have like a bracketology. If you guys recommend more unsuspected villains, we'll have them face off at the very end and have a finals matchup. So tell me who you think won. Give me some recommendations. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.